what the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah, the reason why I was doing all these fucking parties, and I'm sorry if people felt pressure. I didn't mean to pressure anybody to be weird about inviting you to my party or not inviting you to my party or you didn't show up. You know, like I wasn't mad at anybody. It was just like I knew I had to move out soon. I wanted to do parties in there the whole time I was there, and so I was just like everything in my life. I was doing it at the last minute and procrastinated it away and like was scrambling to just have anything. So like, you know, also I'm not great about doing things in advance. So like I send the invitations out in this very lazy way. Like a couple days before I just send people a flyer. I don't even say hello or anything. It's just like I don't know. Electronic messaging can go for weird so many different ways that like I don't want to spend that much time on it. But you know, that's why I did 3 parties in like 3 weeks because like 4 weeks because like I knew time was running out. It was going to be the only time I ever had in my life to do that. I should have started doing it a lot sooner. I should have got all this shit started way fucking sooner. That's why I'm in this situation now. I could have built so that when I was moving out of that place, I already had open mics set up and was making money and shit. But I fucked up. And I don't know. I've been trying to like bond people together and create like a scene or something. It's a little bit of a circus, to be honest. Which is fine. I guess that's showmanship. That's theater. That's performance. Now I'm wondering if like does the open mic like attract like people that are like rejects from other place and like is there a reason why? Like you could probably say that about me. You know, I mean you could like the reason why I do open mics is because I don't get booked on things. The reason why I don't get booked on things, maybe I'm lazy. You know, for whatever reason, I just haven't really ever gelled or like inserted myself into any kind of like active circuit or anything. And so, um, you kind of fall through the cracks. You end up at open mic. But also, like, why do you fall through the cracks? You know, does it attract people that have been canceled, people that are, you know, too rowdy for to be accepted? You know, a lot of the, you know, people that really need attention, people, but you know, are too crazy to get it. And no offense, I'm not sure. I don't not talking about anybody specific to this open mic or anything per se, but God, this is insane. I don't know where I'm gonna live or how I'm gonna do this. There's just a few things I need to take care of today. I think tomorrow will be the day I kind of go into the next thing, I suppose. Hopefully, I can set up at Kuzu Daddy's house and just have that be like kind of a stable thing for the time being until I can get on my feet and figure out my own shit. You know, I like having my own space kind of away, maybe. And I need to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do with my books. Am I going to move that shit into storage or what? I'd rather not do storage again if I can help it. I hate storage. I'd rather have my stuff so I can look at it, you know? Especially now that I'm like, you know, trying to teach people about poetry and shit. You know, that's why I'm doing the book of the day thing. Like, I have this platform. To me, it's like, it's church. Let's just be bald about it. It's like, it's church, bald faced. And so it's like, you know, I have all these poets coming. They look at the stories. You know, suddenly I have almost 1,200 Instagram followers, whereas, you know, 6 months ago I had 300, I think. Like, not that that's a huge, but for me that's huge. You know, my personal Instagram, I think I have almost 700 followers, which like, to be honest, I don't use my personal Instagram at all. Maybe I should start. But you know, the Easy Paradise Instagram is what people use to for the open mic. I don't use my personal Instagram. I'll post like stories that are just kind of like in jokes, or like it really is my like personal. It's not really like, or I'll post like posters for gigs, like um and so it's like, okay, how can I keep content? You know, how can I keep in the content kind of stream? Because that is a requirement now. I need to keep people clicking. I need to keep the brand alive so people know the open mic is happening. So it's like, what are different ways I can do that, you know? And also like uh better the cause of poetry, you know? Is this them? I don't know. I think they'll probably be coming home soon. Uh they gave her a tattoo and then they're coming back here, I think. They're probably getting some other things too, maybe. Yeah, this will be fun. Just get ready to have fun. It's Mardi Gras yesterday. Today's Ash Wednesday. Today's Mardi Gras, actually. I think today's going to be Mardi Gras. I'd like to go to Tiny Cupboard. It's literally right around the corner before I, go on to the next thing. But, so yeah, I'm trying to teach people about poetry. So the Book of the Day thing is a way to just sort of like, hopefully people see it and Google it or something, Like, there's a lot of people that come to this open mic, stand-up comedians or musicians, so a lot of people follow the Instagram that aren't poets. And even for the poets, it's something that I can kind of show them stuff, maybe. I know a lot about poetry. I have a lot of books, and so this is my sort of informal professorship. I'm the dean emeritus of Easy Paradise Community College. And this is my hippie class where I smoke pot and just like expound on like my anti-establishment philosophy. And I'm anti this not this one, but like, the rich people in New York establishment. Working class people, outsiders, people from, I feel like, in a certain way, I feel like I'm in Gertrude Stein's salon or some kind of Parisian bohemian. Because they really take art seriously here. They take poetry seriously here. They're good artists. They're very good artists. Like Caitlin's music is incredible. Greta's just like life force. Her whole like, just like, just who she is such a amazing. That's like part of Bohemia and part of like these world capital kind of cultures to me, is like people that really like go hard and have beautiful furniture and swords and reptiles and know Edna St. Vincent Millay poems, and who take risks with their lives, and they've OD'd, and that's, I'm trying to stay safe. I'm naive. I'm like a little boy. I'm the little prince. That's what I realized in my, not to be, I mean, is that cringe? Everybody, I mean, if you want to be, we're all the Little Prince. But when I was wearing that jacket, I was like, this is like the Little Prince jacket. I don't know. Maybe that's Arrested Development. And need to be a man, take care of business, take care of my affairs. I need to make some money. I want to have the checkbook. I want to be the breadwinner. I want my name on the fucking building. I want my name on the deed. Like, I'm the owner, operator, CEO, president, whatever. It was President's Day on, there's Ashley feeling tractor in the comments. I'm feeling fucking tractor as fuck. I feel super tractor this week. I'm getting all tractored up. The tractor's just tractoring my ass. But you gotta keep on trucking, right? If R. Crumb and Jerry in the San Francisco fucking culture explosion of the late 60s that we're still living in the aftershocks of taught us anything, it's you gotta keep on trucking, brother. You gotta say your prayers and eat your vitamins and keep mother trucking. That's what we're doing here, okay? We're just hauling ass. We're hauling ass. We're taking care of business in a flash, all right? I'm from Columbus, Ohio, motherfucker. Okay? I'm like a truck driving ass motherfucker. I'm eating in a roadside. I'm eating at the Love truck stop. I'm getting a bag of Lay's potato chips and a kombucha. They don't have kombucha. Maybe I'll get some Arby's curly fries while we're at it. Some roast beef. Or as my dad used to call it, roast beast. Roast beast. My dad was like, he's always like changing phrases to be kind of funnier. And I feel like that's kind of a poetry. That's like a language poetry thing. Roast beast. That is a skillful misreading, as Harold Bloom would say. A skillful misreading. He's canceled. Harold Bloom, you are canceled for being a sexually harasser and groping women, you pig. You've been fucking Me Too. We're gonna have a big bonfire of all your fucking shit pretentious books. Harold Bloom. Good old, well, anyway, yeah, I'm the Easy Paradise brand, copyright, Rotcore, copyright. I'm worried that I'm gonna fall in and end up like Bobby Fuller. And I'm gonna like fall in with gangsters and they're gonna like own a piece of me. They're gonna see that like, oh, this guy's got like, I guess that's just show business. Managers smell like money and then they like kind of sidle up to you and the mafia owns your contract. Like Frank Sinatra, like Johnny Fontaine. They make you an offer you can't refuse. But Ed feels like kind of Joe Pesci. I always thought he was kind of like Joe Pesci. And I'm Jimmy Conway and he's Tommy. I'm like just kind of laughing and he's going nuts. He's Sammy the Bull. Cringe. Ashley says cringe. Sammy the Bull. And, but Bobby Fuller was beaten to death by the mafia. And they stuffed gasoline into his mouth and they made him drink gasoline. They poured gasoline into his lungs and they beat him to death and they put him in a trunk of a car. I don't think that's going to happen to me, but in my paranoid kind of nightmare that I'm going through, my like dark ayahuasca ceremony and like trial. This is like the trial. This happens. I don't know. I guess I did this to myself. I let my life, this is karma. The gods, we pay the gods with our suffering. I think I misinterpreted it. The gods, you take the suffering. I don't need the suffering. I sound like Matthew Silver. Take my suffering. I'm having a great time. I'm just having fun. Getting high, but I have responsibilities. The people are really on my ass about moving my stuff, so I didn't get paid this week. So I'm fucking stressed, okay? I'm fucking stressed, yo. It's going to come out in the System Lord on Friday. Watch me blow my stack on Friday. All bets are off for System Lord Friday. I'm going to be kicking maximum ass. This is a huge show. This is probably the biggest show System Lord's ever done. Well, maybe not. We did that art gallery show. That was pretty dope. But this is like a secret venue. It's hip. So we're going to be... Also, I'm going to be probably doing some open mics on a rooftop in Brooklyn this coming April. Starting in April. My friend Aaron has a rooftop in Brooklyn, so look for that. He said he can do events like 4 nights a week. So he's trying to get poetry in there. So I'm trying to start to think about who I can curate for like a poetry series or something. And I don't know. Get serious about poetry. How can we... I mean, I'm trying to blow it up into being a pop culture sensation. By making it a vlog or a live stream or making the poetry a little more accessible and comedy-like or something. living in the podcast space or the stand-up comedy sphere and appealing to those wow, ignoring. I will watch your vlog, okay? I've literally been like, this is the only time I've had to myself in like a week, and I chose to live stream like a hostage or something. I'm just trying to get my message out so people know I'm still alive. And these are the circumstances I'm under. I'm near a really good gluten-free bodega nearby. I had some amazing gluten-free donuts. And they were kosher even. So I will curate Ashley, definitely. Ashley is number one on the list to be curated. You know it. Ashley will be the first, I asked. Because I know she will kill it like she did on Monday. The people just respond to her language. She doesn't even need any tricks or anything like me. She doesn't need to have... This guy after Boog City told me, he's like, you know who Steve Rogenbuck is? I'm like, oh yeah, he used to do this. He's like, you kind of remind me of Steve Rogenbuck. Which I thought was a great compliment. Well, I don't know if I'd say compliment, but I think he thought I was like offended. He kind of ended the conversation soon after that. It's like, I was not offended. It was just, it kind of caught me off guard. And I was high, so I take everything in like this paranoid kind of hard way. But apparently I have strong Steve Rogenbuck energy. Hey, that's not necessarily a bad thing. He went viral. He did readings at the New Museum and shit. I'm subsisting on Ridgie's potato chips. I've got a lot of luggage. I don't know why I borrowed shit because I literally wear the same fucking thing every day. For weeks at a time. I've literally been wearing these exact shirts, I think, since like November. I've been wearing these. You probably noticed if you've been following the live streams or any of my work. You probably noticed that I've been wearing these same shirts basically since I've known you. Yeah. I want to kind of maybe stash my stuff at the next place, and then I'll kind of bounce around. And I'll probably come up there maybe this weekend or something. It's been interesting. I'm learning a lot here. I feel like it's a cultural necessity that I be here. I'm trying to form deeper relationships with all the open micers. That's why I think I should just couch surf with a different person every week. We should just like really solidify. And I can do profiles of each person while I'm staying with them. I can do little videos where I show, kind of a portrait of the artist. Like a James Schuyler Art News. Damn, I'm the best, though. Ashley's the best. I mean... I wish everybody could just be together all the time. And no one would get jealous. Or I don't know. Is it natural for the open mic to just become like a big... human dog pile where everybody's just doing shit all the time? I guess this is what we wanted. I don't know. I'm trying not to cut people out of my life, but I don't want drama, and I have more important things to think about now. Like where am I going to live? What am I going to do for food and shelter? My printer is in a box. There's going to be no chapbook probably. Until that's the reason why I put out the Live from the World chapbook. Because I just needed to put something out while I could. That was the writing I had that I could make into a chapbook. My line about Jeff Beck went over huge. Oh, I could print at Columbia. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I'll have to do a residency up there soon. Oh, I should probably put this on the live stream. I have to move my shit probably next Tuesday or Wednesday. I'd like to do Wednesday. So if anybody wants to help me move next Wednesday, here's your chance to give back for all I've done. For all I've done for the community. Here's a chance for the community to give back. I did kind of a half-ass President's Day theme on Monday. It felt awkward. I mean, people are not thrilled about the president or a white guy president or America, so starting with Hail to the Chief, not a super popular move at KGB Bar. Nah, I don't know. I didn't really have any thing planned out. I said some kind of dumb shit about the state of poetry. Next week, there's going to be no theme. Just back to good old Larry Sanders and Hank. Need to get back to basics. I think a lot more people will come out next week. The President's Day thing and the good weather just fucked it all up. Cost me $100. I can't afford that. I need that money right now. I can't believe we fell $40 short. That's some fucking bullshit. It should be tiered. I should get some. I shouldn't be talking about this on the live stream, but I need to break through and become like a host on like the Food Network. I could host a show that's like gluten-free, dairy-free stoner delights with Matt Proctor. I'll be like the millennial hipster Guy Fieri. Or I guess Guy Fieri is already the millennial hipster Guy Fieri. Stoner, gluten-free, dairy-free. We'll travel around drinking kombucha, getting high. Maybe it could be like a show about weed. That's more of a Vice thing, I guess. Trying different kinds of weed. Visiting various weed cultures. But those hosts on like HGTV and Food Network get paid shitloads. I need that kind of money and that kind of brand awareness. I want to be the Rachel Ray of poetry. They should have us on Regis to talk about rockcore in the open mic. This downtown poetry is insane! Do you believe this? This guy runs a CC Paradise open mic. It's crazy. This guy's live streaming. I don't know who's watching, but he's live streaming. Ashley, stop watching. You probably have to go back to class. You didn't say goodbye. Alright, well, we're coming in the home stretch. I got about 10 minutes left. Is there anything else I need to talk about in the last 10 minutes? Is there anything you want to talk about? Any subjects that haven't been covered? I mean, just so much has happened. Boog City happened. I'm giving up reading for Lent. Yeah, you're a tradcath. All your friends are probably into fucking Lent big time. Lent sucks. No, Lent, whatever. I mean, what would I give up for Lent? God does enough punishment withholding. I don't need to add shit on. Let me have what I have, god damn it. Let me enjoy what little pleasures I'm able to deduce out of this hellish life. No fucking way. Are you out of your mind? If I gave up smoking, my life would collapse. Give up writing. No way. There's nothing I'm giving up. Well, I don't know. Ashley's giving up Matt Proctor live streams. Yeah, so is everybody else, apparently. I'm giving up McDonald's, okay? That's what I'm giving up for Lent. I'm not gonna eat at McDonald's. That's what I'm giving up. I'm giving up cigarettes and heroin. Give up Chipotle. I'm giving up not having sex all the time. I'm giving up my celibacy. I'm giving up condoms. Sorry, my live stream is X-rated, okay? This is not for children, okay? I clarified that in the guidelines and the restrictions. This is not for children. This is like a Twitch stream, basically. This is like rated R. I already gave up my fucking apartment, okay? I gave up my apartment for Lent. What could be worse than that? Okay? I gave up heaven on earth. I gave up the greatest apartment in North America. Bye, Ashley. Thank you for... Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Escobar, big round of applause. Thank you for coming on the show, being a guest. I'll watch her vlog as soon as I'm done with this. I'm almost done. As soon as this kicks me off, I'll be done. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little thinking I probably should leave before everybody starts doing tons of speed around me and things get weird. But I'm also trying to be cool and just see what it's like here deep in the throes of this fucking grocery store around the corner is pretty nice. And there's a weed store right there. I can buy gluten-free, dairy-free, kosher donuts for $7.50. I don't know. I'm just trying to be an ambassador to all the poets. I'm spending time with the poets. I'm getting to know the poets. This is what I'm here to do. I'm here to, like, travel with the poets, document the poets, help them with whatever they need help with. Maybe they help me with what I need help with. Work, you know, it's like an organic, non-intentional workshop, kind of indirect workshop. It's like a live-in. I'm a life coach, okay? That's what people don't understand. They think, oh, you're crashing with somebody, you should give them money, you're a leech. My brother called me a leech. He said I was a leech. Do you think I'm a leech? My brother, my own brother, my brother called me a leech. Am I a leech? I think I bring a lot of value, okay? I'm not bringing, like, monetary value, let's say. I'm not bringing financial value. That's because it's controlled by evil wizards, black magic. I bring human value. People are cooking. When I'm in your house, you're going to be happier. You're going to come to life. You're going to learn, oh, yes, peace, harmony, poetry, beauty, presence, fun, happiness. There's just going to be slight adjustments. I'm a subtle life coach. You know, look what I've done for Ed. You know, he comes to a lot of the events. It's a way for him to meet people, to create his own network, to collaborate with people. Anybody at the open mic, right? I don't get paid really for this. And yet, a lot of people look forward to this. It's added kind of like a light for them in their own life, a direct place they can bring work. It's controversial. I mean, I think there's kind of a schism. Maybe that's one reason why I'm in Brooklyn. You know, I was in Manhattan, so I could kind of be isolated there. Now I'm right in the shit with all the other people who are 25 and have no money, struggling their asses off on the end of the fucking train at 4 in the morning. You know, now I get it. Now I get why everybody's trying to go on early. Because it takes 2 hours to get home. Getting back from KGB is really not bad from here. It's a 25-minute on the J. You just walk to Delancey. It's not too bad. So, I don't know. Just trying to keep hope alive. But there's no dollar value on that. You know? Poetry, I think, can be like a guide or a handbook. That's a big thing that I get out of it. How to live. The poets teach you by showing you what they notice, showing you their consciousness, showing you how they live. By the ways that they're thinking about things, that's almost like a therapeutic adjustment. They show you a different angle on things. They appreciate nature. They show you how to look at stuff, how to stop and smell the flowers. They notice, they listen, they pay attention, and they communicate verbally, informationally, in complete detail, our aleatory kind of consciousness experience. And like the sensation of being alive. You know, even though it's not always sensational, sometimes it's just boring. That's good too. I don't know. As long as you don't work. Work sucks. Pain sucks. I'm not looking forward to moving my furniture, I'll tell you that. Going up and down 4 flights of stairs. At least I'm carrying the shit down the stairs. But like the more people that could help, the better. To just carry whatever, you know. To just make it less trips up and down the stairs. Moving in, after I moved in, I was in bed for about 3 days. Carrying the shit up the stairs. But it was like, there was such a clear goal. It was like, oh my God, I'm going to have all my books in this apartment. Yay. Now it's like, oh great, I'm just moving my shit. And I'm going to have to move it again probably. Which sucks ass. I hate moving. This is like the curse of the poet. Ted Berrigan has that line about some Chinese poet moved house like 290 times or something. Like, I don't even want to think about that. Moving all these books. I've had to move my books like probably 8 times in the last 4 years. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. I really want to stay in one place and buckle down and hunker down. But until then, I guess I'll just be a traveling minstrel troubadour. You know, even when I was living in that apartment, I was basically treating it like it was a couch surfing. I mean, I was literally on that futon. It's just I was able to unpack my stuff for a little bit longer. It was an extended Airbnb. That's kind of how I treated it. I should have figured out a good job probably like last summer. When that guy was telling me about that copywriting job, I should have jumped on that. But I don't know. To me, there's no going back. I'm not going back to like normal life. I'm going further out into like the adventure of whatever this is. Yeah, man. Uh, thank you for watching. I've just been talking about, gosh, I was talking about I was talking about my current life situation and just like couch surfing. I'm couch surfing. Ashley was on. Ashley was just watching, so we were talking about she has a new vlog out which I need to watch. She was giving me guilt about that. And then somebody asked about the open mic or something. So I was like talking about that for a while and just like advice about how to. But I just wanted to check in with people, and I'm like reporting on Boog City, of course. The great Boog City. We've got Cannonball Statman in the chat, everybody. Legend. He also performed at Boog City, amazingly. So we were both Boog City alumnus. Boog City 16 and a half, I think is what it was. Is that what it was? Yeah. And so I was recapping. My reading went well, I would say. You know, like that's one reason why I do open mics, and one reason why I do as many shows as I can is like, you know, if you get more experience, then when I go into Boog City, like I feel okay. I feel a little bit more like I don't have to go really hard, because at all the open mics and stuff, I'll try crazy stuff or I'll push it really hard. So at Boog City, I feel pretty comfortable, and then I can just get up and kind of read and hit kind of a nice. Plus, it's a good audience, quite frankly. It's an audience that definitely is going to get, because it's like I couldn't imagine reading with people that I have more of an affinity with. I mean, Edmund Berrigan is like one of my hero. Yeah, couch surfing in New York is brutal. It's like Rockaway Beach surfing waves. Huge crashing waves in your fucking face. Cold winter and waves. February couch surfing is the worst time. I mean, I guess it's better than like at the beginning of winter, but February is always pretty rough for me. And I definitely did not want to be couch surfing in February, but the people who I was subleasing from were. All right, I think they're coming home. This will be a perfect time to end. Is that them? I think it might be. But I don't know. It's also fun to just like absorb and learn and just subject yourself to the humbling, humiliating, the great equalizer, you know. It can happen at any time. You can just be knocked back down to scrambling, and I don't know. Norm Macdonald lost everything twice in gambling. He said it was cleansing. I'm not trying to cleanse myself or anything, but I don't know. I'm used to the kind of like traveling, hard scrabble, living out of an Army Navy store duffel bag.